Rusty, Rusty, can you imagine doing something you just don't wanna do? But it's the right thing to do, and you have to do it because you work for God. Like, you wanna convince me that this is a mental illness that I have. You can't prove to me anything's wrong. Like, isn't that mental illness what we strive for? Is to work for God, become better people, become better human beings, get a better understanding of one another. You know what I mean? I'm out here trying to help, and you're just I don't know. I say things like, let's take for instance, I was gonna record it, buddy, but it's out there, Rusty. You know it, I know it. What'd I say? Warned you. I warned you about Rich Newbutt because it doesn't take a genius to figure it out. I mean, the whole motorcycle guy, that was, I don't know, I didn't quite believe in that one at all, and Rich Newbuck was there to back it up, and what else did, Rich he liked to deflect, but he always did it really nicely. "Hey, hey, it's okay, you're wrong. I have no hard feelings. We'll take this conversation somewhere else." You know what I mean? Always the but then again, Rusty, you try to belittle me and make me look like I'm some sort of joke or the joke's on me, and thanks, spokesman. Like, I I really feel sorry for you, Rusty. I really feel like one day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna realize something's gonna happen in this world, and you're gonna realize there's a God and that possibly there are humans out here who trying to do the right things and try and encourage you to get your shit together. Because if you can't figure out that men should be sticking up for women and children, you got a real problem on your hands, bud. You are really brainwashed, and you are the problem in the world. And, well, we need to fix it, Rusty. There's something not right in your head, because 'cause you're gonna wake up one day and you're gonna realize there's a God, and you ain't what you think you are. You're gonna be staring down 2 barrels, and you're gonna be, "Fuck, keep your mind off that trigger, Rusty. Keep her off that trigger, bud. You can make it through, you can be big and strong. Don't listen to Jelly Hole. Don't don't think, 'Hey, everything's all bad, and it's gonna don't get your head out of the jelly hole.' You know what I mean? Some positive thinking. You know what I mean, Russ? Not Dagburn popping in positivity. Some positivity where I'm gonna really, really jump into my shadow and find out who I am. You think Dagburn's winning at all? Inside corners, are you for real? You tell me what Dagburn's doing to win. The only thing is these people are just as big a dipshits as he is. That's all. They just expose each other and they don't even realize it. It's like you tell each other who you are. Like, fuck. It doesn't take a brainwave to figure that out inside corners. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, like, Rusty there, eh? Oh, Newbuck. Didn't they tell everybody Newbuck was sick when Rusty knew he was in jail? Hey, shouldn't you be telling the truth? But instead, he hid that fucking, "Hey, I got a criminal working next to me. You guys should know who you're listening to and taking advice from." But no, Rusty's like, "No, you got no responsibility there. You knew who he was, Rusty, but when I say, 'Hey, I warned you,' I'm the idiot for something. 'Hey, Carl, if we would've listened to you, everything would've been alright.' Well, you woulda caught it a lot sooner because apparently you didn't. Because you let it go on forever after I was saying it to you, Rusty, like, fuck, like, Rich Newbuck is like, I'm gonna take one of the, straight hooter shooter, Rusty, you're a good man. That is a lie. You are not a good man, Rusty. I wanna see you there, but you're just not. Rich is as well. Well, Rich is not. Rich is a criminal, and Didn't Jesus say he was coming for separation? You gotta separate yourself. Women, you gotta get away from these men cowards who don't think you're worth fighting for or your children. You just gotta say, fuck. Like, grow a set, you fucking little pansy pieces of shit. And you men need to get the balls. If your women are telling you that children's genitals should be lopped off, or you think of yourself, think of, hey, is there a creator? Is this what my creator would want? Like, should I let my child grow up into an adult before they fucking make a decision that'll change their whole fucking life? Because we don't go through lives changing our minds, right? But we think we should alter our bodies. Holy shit. Rusty, these are the things you don't want me fighting for, and I gotta ask why. Are you like I offered you how many times a conversation to talk, and you just wouldn't. Oh, one of these days, and then it was like, well, I gotta make sure I get the right viewers and the right amount. And Rusty, I knew you never would, because you would never face yourself, because you know I'll take all the questions on, but I also I need the same respect back. You know what I mean? You have to answer my questions, and I don't think you come out looking good if you answer them truthfully. Truthfully, you'd have to admit you're a pussy and you don't give a fuck about the world. You only care about your fucking self and yours, and you just want to have your fan base and have everybody love you and think that you're a swell guy. Miss the obvious. That the world is shit pile because of fucking men like you, Rusty, ignoring everything, not willing to say anything, not willing to stand up, and then saying that you are the fucking moral majority. You're a runner up lately. Second place ain't bad, but hey, inside corners, you shouldn't be picking men. You should be picking the truth. And well, I'm just saying you might want to do a rewind run back and say, hey, is Dagburn who I think he is? Any man who wishes people death, are they a good man? Is any man who wishes children death? Is any man who wishes miscarriages to happen? Are they a good man? Like inside corners. You might wanna take a second look at what you think you know. I know you think you're wise because you learned all these cool phrases and you know the art of war and all this other bullshit. You like to make everybody think that you're this big intellectual. Hey, D. Hey, Stardust. It ain't easy. Like, come on, man. Just because, like, even losers look like winners sometimes. They're, inside corners. 'Cause sometimes around the corner, there's a bigger loser, and you know what? I sometimes I wonder if Wade is a bigger loser than Dagburn. In fact, at least Dagburn'll block and hide and fucking whatever to keep you away. Wade's just, like, openly stupid. Can't admit to one single little lie. Uncle Will is close on your heels with third. Wow. Inside corners. Could you imagine if I do work for God and you're an idiot coming into my comments and can't answer where I'm wrong? Huh? Did Dagburn perform those acts? Has he been caught having imaginary conversations with people? The boy's not right in the head. Just because he can make Wade look fucking bad sometimes, don't make Dagburn good. We all have our good points and our bad points. Evil isn't evil all the time. It has to look good to convince you that it's good so you don't know it's evil, bud. You know what I mean? Like Bill Gates. He's got you convinced he's a humanitarian. You don't know he's a little warlock and he's fucking feeding off your brains right now inside corners. Tell him to fuck off. Get your own brain back. Oh, man. You guys are all so fucked. I don't know, man. I can't. Oh, my dog's acting up. You guys might not be able to hear it through the mic, but what do you guys wanna talk about, huh? Oh, Lord. Hey, listen, this I'm telling you, like, because I can't do a lot of reading, so but when I go to the Bible, there's these, like, things in there, and they're so like, they crunch everything together, and I think if you guys went and did these simple little searches, maybe you guys could figure out more, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to point things out. "Oh, leg day, what do you got to say about my wife?" "Oh, really again? What do you have to offer, leg day, huh? What are you offering, huh?" If she was single, like, I don't think she's gonna find you very handsome, buddy. I gotta be truthful with you. You do look like a little leprechaun, you know what I mean? I like, what are you bringing to the table so I can let her know? Huh? What do you like, oh, like, is that what you do when you're whacking off? You whacking off to my wife? "Oh, I'm giving it to you, Joe. Oh, I'm giving it to you like Carl never has. Oh." What's wrong with you like that? Huh? Is that what you go do around stalk people on YouTube saying you love their wife? You're manhandling them and there's nothing you can do about it? Huh, buddy? You're a joke. You're a joke like that. Go be gone, Satan. You've got no brains to bring to this conversation, sweetheart. Be gone, Satan. But come back if you want your brains mashed again. Feel free to do whatever you want. God gave you the free will. And if God gives you the free will, you're welcome in my comments. You only entertain me, sweetheart. Oh. Okay, like that. You have me convinced. You've crushed my feeling. I'm gonna go off myself now. Oh my God. Leg day has won over my wife. Oh, whatever shall I do? And say, "What the fuck is wrong with your brain, Joanne?" Mm, inside corners. Of course, she thinks I'm mental. I work for God. She's on the other side, bud. I'm trying to show her that, well, there is a better way because even as much shit as I say, I still love my family, and I would not want them to go to fucking hell if there's a hell. Do you get that, bud? She might be the mentally ill one. But you never wanted to hear the stories. Maybe, I don't know, maybe if you woulda heard the stories, you coulda convinced me I was the problem, but you can't convince me that I'm the problem if you don't wanna talk about it. You know what I mean? Read from the book. I was gonna read from the book. I want you to get a full understanding of what's going on, Bob. This here is called the spirit, soul, and body. Like that. Okay. The spirit of a man. Created in God's image, in God's class, in God's likeness. So what do you think all that hoodoo means there, like that? Do you think God has a body? Or like these are the things like is he an alien? Who knows, right? But we were created in his image and his class. So if you put his essence into Adam, right, that would be same class as God, right? Man is spirit, created to associate and companion of deity. So do you understand what that is like that? You understand that. We're supposed to let God in, bud. Let him flow through our lives so that even if we have to look uncomfortable and we have to look crazy in front of little trolls like you, we're not worried about it. See, God puts us through little trials and tribulations there. They're little like that. I've been through quite a bit, learned a lot. Thing is when you're strong and you ask for the answers, the people who have the answers run and hide, bud. And I'm getting a little sick of it. You know what I mean? You might want to start asking yourself, where's all Carl crazy? Where's he all mental on that? You mean to tell me I should be a man and protect the women and children? Oh my goodness. Hey, if I served a bad master, should I tell the rest of my fucking people, hey, you shouldn't join this fucking monstrosity because they don't care about you? They're making money off of you. Anyways, let's get back to this. A new spirit, a new spirit, hidden man of the heart, inward man renewed day by day, day by day, bud. You gotta take her in, and she's a hard journey. She's renewed day by day. So you're learning. You're not perfect. If you think that you're in Jesus and you're perfect, and what you tell people should be, well, you're wrong. Spirit and soul are two separate things. Two separate things. To get that. And we talked about yesterday, like that. I don't know if you were paying attention, but that little devil, he can come at you everywhere. You have to go back and watch yesterday's episode, but he can take control of your brain, and I think that's what's happened. So that's what we were talking about yesterday. Hi. And then it says, the old man is dead and reborn. The new man is alive. Let him live by renewing the mind, the mind with the word. And what is the word? It ain't bird. It ain't fucking bird, boys. I know you boys always got the bird on your mind, but truth is the word. Jesus is the word of God. And Jesus was the truth and the way. Do you get that? Do you, simple comprehension of stuff, right? Are we understanding your guys' Bible? Because I've never read it, but I read this stuff and I'm like, yeah, I get it. I totally get it. It's telling them that they're reading the whole thing and it's getting them all mixed up. What do we got? Oh, I wanted to read more of this. Oh, wait. So, without the renewed mind, your mind will agree with your body and bind your spirit. See, your mind's not right, so your spirit's not right. And later on, we're going to find your spirit is what talks to God. So you got to get your mind right before you can talk to God. Do we get this? Are we comprehending what old Carl's putting together for you? Do something with your mind. Don't die to self. Self has been reborn. In what? The bird. Truth. Got to be reborn, people. You got to understand inside corners. If you're gonna be down in Dagburn with fucking old Johnny Gobble, you might go Johnny Gobble places. I'm just trying to warn you, bud. Separation's coming, bud. Big old separation. It wasn't gonna be a good time when Jesus came, was it? No, they said, but I think it could be. I think it's up to the people. You know what I mean? Do we accept it? Do we come together and try and figure out what the truth is? Well, obviously not. We got Rusty here. Carl, that shaking below the camera was unsettling. I'm sorry, I get excited sometimes, Rusty. Um, I'm not Jesus, but even if I was the soul of Jesus, this isn't this is Carl Bot. And I learned to win by losing. You know what I mean? See, spiritual awakening is about being wrong. That's what you guys don't get. It's about chipping those parts of you away that no longer serve you in order for you to be a bigger and better person to better serve your communities. And the best way I know how to serve my community is to try and take out a bunch of an elite pedophiles who I think are running the world while looking like humanitarians because you buy it. Bill Gates, George Soros, Klaus Schwab, and well, quite frankly, my prime minister and Barack Obama, I think do really evil stuff and they're into twisted things. Come on, there's a guy that already came out and said he smoked crack with Barack Obama, and the guy never got sued. But he also blew Obama too. Like this is real, guys. It was on Tucker Carlson. You think if it wasn't real, there's something somebody could have did to make some money out of it. They're always looking to make money, but hey, that's like old macaroni head in France. You guys are okay with thinking, hey, you guys can pull the wool over our eyes. You guys can convince us that a man's a woman. And it's okay. Why are you deceiving us? Why can't you just be open with it? You guys don't understand those simple concepts. Yeah, Trump even said it, Stardust. Trump said it. He's Castro's son. That's why I always say, like, you gotta wonder, like, I don't make this shit up. I watched like some California professors talk about bloodlines, and that Castro comes from a really shitty one. But then again, so does King Charles from the blood of Dracula. That's for real. Isn't that weird? But then again, Chrystia Freeland too, our deputy prime minister. She might come from a shitty bloodline too. She's involved with the WEF right there, openly proud of it. Hey, Canada, look what's coming your way. Chrystia works for these guys. Which way do you think we're going? Like, keep thinking our votes fucking count. Like, instead, ask the questions. Hey, all you Trump haters, ask the questions. Find out if he is a bad guy. Let's find out what the real news is on everybody. But you'd have to let go of your hate if you were wrong. But then again, if you were right, you would know you were right. But you can't like anybody who's a Trump hater and wants to vote Kamala or Biden in, like the world's never been in the place that it is right now. Ever. And I kind of go let my dog out. Could you hear me, Rusty? Oh, I think the millennial kingdom has. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know if the Bible's real. I don't know anything. I'm here to find out what's to come. Are we in a birthing process right now? The Bible says that, and native stuff says that. We're in a rebirthing. So, hey, maybe what's been reborn sticks to the truth. Maybe, maybe as part of that birthing process, maybe those who don't want to get with the truth are the afterbirth. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I think they have us all fighting instead of us coming together and finding out what's true. I believe Jesus Christ. But Jesus Christ has brought me to the truth, and all I want is the truth, and I'm willing to risk finding out Jesus Christ isn't real because he still saved my life. He brought me to the truth, and that's the only way to God. You know what I like? These preachers telling you, "You gotta give me money. You gotta give me money." They're in big trouble, I think. You know what I mean? I don't think that's what, God had intended. I think they coulda used their names and their ability to preach and made money off of some other talent, but to the amount of money that they're taking and telling people they're gonna answer their prayers and stuff like that. Your prayers gotta come from you. That's just my thoughts. If you can't put the time in to pray to God, you need to pay someone else to do it. I don't think God's answering, especially Kenneth Copeland. Like, who falls for these bananas? You know what I mean? I wanna find out what the kingdom is. That's why I do everything I can to make sure I get the best outcome that I can. Like, I wish God talked to me the way he does other people, because he's telling them what's going down, and they always seem to be wrong, but the people just get listening to 'em. Don't worry about it if you fall for it. I used to fall for it too. I mean, like, uh, what is your I post their videos. It's a learning process, the whole spiritual thing, but I think we're coming to, a point where, I don't know, the truth has to be shoved down some people's throats. We're at the simple point where we don't know that evil is coming for our women and children and, well, quite frankly, for the men too, and they don't want us to be men. They don't want women to be women either. But that's just my opinion. But, hey, who knows? Maybe there is no other opportunity. Maybe this is the kingdom. Maybe humanity has to come together to build the kingdom here. Who knows? Nobody ever thinks about that. They're too busy wanting to follow the Bible. Uh, let's, uh let's wait for the Antichrist instead of nailing them now. Like, "Hey, we got the information, it's in the Bible. Just in case it's real, maybe it's God's warning. Hey, you could stop this. You don't need to let this Antichrist in. You don't need to trust him. Trust no man. No man. Put your faith in God." You know what I mean? And, like, leaders, they need to know that they're the leader of people, so the people are in charge of the leaders. But the leaders gotta be leaders and stand up to the people and say, "Hey, this is" but thing is, they like to make rules for us. Y You think so, Stardust? I don't know. I wanna find out. Everybody wants to assume they know. Oh, please stop. Please don't. I Hey, Austin, go fuck your hot. How's that, bud? You think you know God's mind to tell me that I don't know God's mind? Your statement makes no sense. You're trying to think that you're better than me because you don't wanna save the children. You don't wanna step up and be a fucking man. You wanna think something bad about me, bud, and you can't because I know what's right and what's wrong. Boys cannot be girls and girls cannot be boys, and somehow we accept this in this fucking world. Well, let me know where I'm wrong, AD. Fuck, for one time, let me know. Let me know how any man or woman should be letting this go on. Like, I'm not even talking well, the WEF's in charge of the fucking thing, but Sh What world should we be living? Hey, you're living in a fucking fantasy, bud. They're making you think whatever you want. I seen this guy. I wanna tell you a story. My son is not a fucking girl, AD. He's gay. There's a big fucking difference. Never once has he told me he's a fucking girl. Oh, you try it, bud. But I wanna tell you this story. This Adrian guy, he's pretty wise and stuff. He's on the TikTok. I've talked about him before. Well, he's talking about the Olympics. This is freedom fighters and the way they think, and fucking unbelievable. So he's talking and he's like, "You just gotta take your shot." This girl took her shot. She took her opportunity. That's a fucking joke. He's like, "Everybody's gotta take their shot. They can do their own TikTok videos," and I'm like, "This is the kind of shit you're teaching people." That's the fucking Olympics, AAD, the best of the best. Do you think Australia didn't have something better to offer than that? Or is that what fucking they wanted you to see? Cause another commotion for everybody to see and take their eyes off of what's actually going on. It's like you guys are just got your heads spinning, biting on every stupid piece of shit they feed you. Like Dave Grohl's a Satanist, AD. Prove me wrong. Should you as a Christian be standing up and saying something? Hey, everybody, you should know Dave Grohl's a Satanist before you fucking listen to him. Because these people sound awfully sweet and awfully nice and tell us how much their opinions matter to the world, and ours really don't, and we bite onto it because for some reason we think they're fucking better than us. That's the thing. You can't find out anything unless you guys ask questions. And that's what's got me in trouble the whole fucking time, right from the start of this. What God says about gays, I don't know. I'm not gay. I can't talk to God about being gay. It's about your own personal relationship with God. It is your job as a Christian, or supposedly, to bring people to God, not fucking force God upon them and tell them they're wrong. Try and show them. Like, say, "Hey, have a relationship with God, talk to God about this. Hey, guys, go talk to God. Say, 'Hey, God, as a man, should I be protecting the women and children right now? Should I be stopping this agenda? Like, somebody stand up about the fentanyl? Should someone fucking stand up about the fucking immigrants coming over the border? Should someone stand up about all the wars that are fucking going on? Can someone, like, well, Kurt, someone's gotta cry about it, 'cause you don't give a fuck. You're a retard. How do you not get it, dude? How do you not get it? How do you not understand? Huh? But you like talking behind people's backs and shit like that, eh, bud? Maybe it's just a lifestyle you don't wanna give up. That's alright, that's your free will. I never invited you over here. I tagged Rusty because I was gonna talk some shit about him because he did about me. You know what I mean? You can keep thinking it's a joke, AD. I don't like, it's up to you guys. Like I said, there's gonna come a time where I get to tell my story and I can show everybody how they fuck people up mentally, the whole police system, how someone can try and kill you and look like the hero and you the villain. It's fucking weird shit. How your friends can all turn on you. You're asking me about immigrants. Did they come legally? Are they illegal? Are they good people? Could they do it the right way? But why bother? There's a free flow in your country right now, AD, because you don't give a fuck. So you might as well, you don't give a fuck. Like, what would Jesus do? He'd probably do the right thing and say, "Hey guys, go back to the border and try and get in the right way." You know what I mean? But if they got bad intentions, do you think Jesus wants them? Do you think Jesus wants them? I don't know, dude. I try and think the best way I can, the way Jesus would. I'm not Jesus. I'm not perfect. I think wrong sometimes, but I try and find out when I think wrong and I try and correct it. And that's what you guys don't understand. You don't know how to correct anything. Can't even admit you're wrong, let alone correct it. That's what I would do. I'd send them back home and try and help them, give them information on how to get over legally. You know what I mean? But then again, I don't know what kind of situation are those Mexicans into, though. It kind of, you got to look into it. AD, you just give me a rough scenario. Like, are they fearing for their lives in Mexico because they tried to be the heroes and expose the fucking Mexican cartels? Then maybe we could talk. You know what I mean? If they were trying to do the right thing and they're trying to run away, shouldn't you be neighborly? Shouldn't they be able to be accepted in? Yeah, but then again, your FBI and CIA aren't gonna help them out much, are they? But remember just before old Pablo Escobar or whatever, not Pablo, which one is it? That fucking Mexican cartel, right before they got Changi Team, old Sean Penn. Is Sean Penn a CIA operative? And should you ask yourselves why you guys don't know and why he's playing an actor? Huh? Stop bullying. No, please do bully, Kurt, but bully with a purpose, but show me where I'm wrong. Hurt my feelings. Let me know where you shouldn't be a man and stand up for your children. Or at least let me know where there's not a problem, but maybe I got some bad information flowing through my head. Christian Freeland does not work for the WEF, and Justin Trudeau has not been penetrated. And Macaroni Head isn't married to a man, disguised as a woman. And the world just goes, okay. It's funny, Candace called Piers Morgan out on that. And I still ain't seen Piers come out and say, "Hey, I'm sorry, Macaroni Head's wife is a man." But hey, he likes to throw money around, but when it comes back on him, he ain't talking much, eh? Like, I'd like an end to this. Like, that Michelle Michael thing, it bothers me. And knowing that Brock doesn't have paperwork to be an American and you dinglings in the office, you guys might have put us in a bad spot. Don't worry, we put ourselves in a bad spot in Canada too. I'm not blaming it on you guys. Like, this guy we got though, he's better than your guys. He's charming. But then again, they got Kamala looking like a rock star now. I don't know. Like, I just be playing those fucking if I was a Trump organization, I'd have a YouTube channel dedicated to just pure Kamala shit. Just talking about random stuff like fucking tires on a school bus. Holy fuck, he should be for sure to win that, but, we got I don't have to cook dinner for the young chap tonight. He's got a pizza party. So, it's not hard to get over any borders right now. They're coming over in planes. I mean, you've seen where they're hiding people in airports and shit, so people don't notice. Like, "Hey, I'm sorry." Like, even if Trump is a bad guy, they like telling on each other. And these people are coming from mental institutions and jails, and they ain't coming from Mexico. They're not looking for a better life. Well, maybe they are. I don't know. It just seems odd and weird, and you know what I mean? And, well, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. I hope you guys will prove me wrong on this, AD. You like to talk about how your country is always so hip and a hop on the whole weaponry. Well, take a look. Can you find out how you're doing on if you're well stocked with weaponry and not only that, but the supplies to make those weapons, okay? See if China is having some shortages problems for you guys, because your country thought it was great to get their supplies. The brains of the US military. The supplies for our weapons. Well, let's make it so China supplies it. Holy fuck, 80. Your military high ups, they're fucking ding-dongs. But then again, look at Blinken. Can you stand up and please just say Anthony Blinken is kind of a fucking retard? He's not a cool guy at all. He's a real dork. And then there's the other one. There's Blinken and there's the other dork one. They're terrible, live. They don't answer nothing either. They're just little puppets. I hope they're out living their best lives, 80. I'm serious, but because when they find out that there's a God and they've been playing this game against all you fucking zombies, and they have to look at these videos and know how fucking stupid they've made you become. Like you bought right into their pit. AD, you got no power. There's nothing you can do. Just sit there and watch the show, bud. We'll give you some video games and it will make you hate each other and you can play little hate games on YouTube while we systematically fucking break you down and destroy you. And we own everything. You have nothing. And you're gonna be happy. And based on your happiness will dictate your social credit score. So how you gonna act, AD? Are you gonna act good or are you gonna act bad? AD, save your money now, bud. Skip on the fucking hand one. Don't get the handle, go right for the brainer, bud. Take the brain chip, okay, bud? You'll be smarter than everybody else. Your dreams will be true. Until Elon flicks that switch, he owns your brain, your super brain that you thought you had and you sold to the new owner operating your brain. They don't need a chip. They already got your brain, idiot. Just having some fun, but Spain would be fun. I don't know. Is there anywhere in the world that's safe? I mean, hey, this is real. I put it on my community tab just in case. This fucking little me always says, "You never give any information." monkeypox. They're calling it emergency. I put another video out, like the WHO, they've announced it. It's a worldwide emergency. This is no kabuzi. This is real. This is like I'm telling you guys, hey, this WHO treaty. And guess what? I put another video up by Rebel News, and it explains. They say there's this bunch of hoodoo hogwash going around that well, we as the WHO are gonna assume control over everybody. The thing is, you don't know your countries are all making the rules. Not our responsibility. You guys came together and agreed to it. It's not on us. Narcissism, eh? No, you guys controlled yourselves. You guys gave yourself no other options to listen to us. That's how fucking stupid we are. We bite onto it. They say, like, listen really closely. You guys make this. They don't mean us people. They mean the people that supposedly work for us, but really work for the WHO and Bill Gates Association. But who knows? I could use a vacation. Speaking of Mexico, have you guys ever been to Mexico? It's beautiful. Why the fuck does all the Mexicans want to leave Mexico? And I don't understand it. Once I went there, I was like, why do they all want to leave? Well, times are tough there. You know what I mean? I had to get some weed when I was down there. And the guy told me, he goes, I'm sorry, it's not going to be good weed, like she said, but the cartels, they give us the shit stuff to smoke out here. You know, the people that run everything. Probably the place we're staying at. But anyway, I thought that was weird. I thought, oh, but then again, do you guys care about what's happening in Cuba? That's like a crying shame. We don't care when there's real fucking human crises going on, you know what I mean? We wanna fight for the democracy of a democratic place called Ukraine, and so we can make sure Mrs. Zelensky has the diamonds that she desires when she comes over for visits. So, like, he's got a big net worth. You think he'd kick in some money to his own cause, but I think he's making money off this shit. I bet you he's invested in BlackRock heavily. Just saying, you know what I mean? Like, and it pisses me off because that little turd's got everybody wears those sweaters like, I'm like the everyday man. I'm like right on the fronts of the battlefield. Hey, do you guys remember that big story that they had at the beginning of the war? This is real. I'd like to find it and show you guys how fake they make shit. I don't know if you guys will remember this, but there was like this island where these Ukrainian soldiers supposedly were, and a ship came in that was Russian, and the Russians told them to surrender, and they gave them the finger, and they fought to the bitter end. And like this was a real story that went around, so we would know how courageous the Ukrainian warrior army was. They were just not quitters, and we should support them. It's funny that story turned out to not be true. Can you imagine being tricked and fooled? You go check this out for yourself. I think it was a Jesse Waters episode or something. I think I've seen that. But hey, who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Funny how they try and fool us. You know what I mean? Don't worry, they're just your Kenneth Copeland. They're your Henry Hildebrandt. They're your Keith Raniere. And well, Rusty, you branded your pussy. Yeah, Ukraine is a laundromat. It shouldn't have been hard for the American people to figure that out when, that they fired that district attorney because Biden said, "You're not getting any money until you do." And, well, that district attorney was, going after the company that Biden's son worked for. There'd probably be information in that laptop that nobody knows what's in it. We just know it exists, but for some reason, 51, 52 of your fucking best and finest said it wasn't real. For some reason, for your best interest, because they didn't get punished for lying. It's all right. You don't get punished for lying to men. You got punished when you go see God. And you can't lie to him. Keep being liars, Rusty, and you're gonna get in trouble, bud. I'm just saying if that's the way it works. I'm just thinking I've learned that truth is the most important thing. Like, none of these preachers can take you to God. There's only one middleman or one middle way, and that's the truth. And you might not even know the truth when you go, but you gotta be open to it. That's the thing. You gotta be open to Jesus, guys. Like, and that's the thing. Like, you don't think that I oh my God, I got a problem. Listen, what was I gonna say? I had something good to say. Hey, stop it. What was I gonna say? Oh, I wish I could rewind and it was a good thought. Anyways, I'm gonna go because my dog, like, I got 8 people in here listening. Can someone tell me where I'm wrong, please? Please let me know, or we shouldn't be standing for the children, the women and children. Please, someone. There's 80 of yous in here. I don't usually get this many people. One of yous, let me know where I'm wrong. Let me know where the truth shouldn't be the way to God. It doesn't matter what religion you are. You should be seeking what the truth is. Let me know where I'm wrong. If you lie, does that mean you go to hell? Is there a hell? Can you guys answer that? Is being a hateful person makes you feel good, does that put you to hell? There's a difference between truthful and hateful as well. The children are our future. See, the thing is, I hope, know what I hope it is? Honestly, Stardust, I say this all the time. Remember how I said, hey, maybe we're in this rebirthing thing they say in the Bible or whatever. Maybe it's just like afterbirth. It just doesn't exist afterwards. You know what I mean? Who are you to tell me how I should send my message? But I think I talk to God, Kurt. Are you? Are you doing the things that I'm doing? I tell you, Kurt, I don't like doing this. It makes me uncomfortable. I feel gross all the time. I know what's going on in the world, and none of you want to face the darkness out in the world, and I'm willing to do it. That's the only way to shine your light. Just because I don't say it the way you fucking want it to be said doesn't mean it's not true. You fail to listen when you don't like the tone of it. Well, the frequency in your music was changed, bud, to make you the way that you are. They've done everything to fuck you over. That's what I've been trying to tell you about. I know this is gonna sound weird. They're coming for our water, buddy. If they fuck our water, they fuck humanity. No questions about it. Let me know where I'm wrong. No, let me know where I'm wrong. Don't say you'll pray for me, Kurt. Let me know where I'm wrong. Because you're gonna wake up one day and you're gonna realize there's God and you were a big buffoon and you had the chance to fucking do something great and you failed. You hurt me when you do that, Kurt. It really shows me your stupidity. When you want to deflect from answering the questions, it shows me your mentality and how you're actually afraid deep down inside you're hurting and you don't want to admit it, Kurt. Because that takes some work on your end, but to change it, you're not willing to change. You'd rather tell people what you are rather than show it and be it. You guys all talk a big game, but you're nothing about what you talk about. Not a one is. Uncle Will's the biggest one. He's a big hypocrite. You whined about me coming in your comments, but you didn't block me. I said you did, but you didn't. I came back on and said you didn't because I checked. But Will thinks he can make videos about you and block you and say whatever he wants and block you. And go ahead, little meat. What else you got to say? Come on, brainwave. Huh? Should we just call you Afterbirth? No interest in being reborn, bud. Finding out what the truth is, saving your family. No interest, eh? Cupcake, cupcake, cupcake. Ah, sweetie, I'm triggered every day, bud. Your stupidity bothers me, and I tell you guys this. One time, I'm telling you, you're enjoying yourselves now, and I'm letting you. Bye. I forgive you. But don't get upset if I give you the silent treatment. I'll never give you the silent treatment, little me. He never pushed me away. See, sometimes we say things and we don't mean them. You know what I mean, little me? Little me. I want to start this other channel. Like, there's this video I really want to do, but I don't know if I want to do it on this channel. It's one last ditch effort to help Rocco. Kurt, you should want to save your family. Kurt, you shouldn't be such a loser. Kurt, Kurt, your heart is hurt, and that's why you deflect and act like a reject. And you don't have to be a reject. Come to God now, Captain Kurt. Until it's too late, bud. Come on, buddy. Oh, give me more prayers, buddy. Give me more. Give me more. Kurt. What else do we have going on today, Curtis? Huh? What other things did I see that were of interest to me today? Uh, Matthew Perry. Looks like there's been 5 people arrested now. You know what I mean? What's going on there? Do you think there's a satanic cult in Hollywood, little me? Huh? Can you answer that question? Should we stop them? Is Jelly Hole part of it? Is Eminem part of it? Is MGK part of it? Are your heroes and icons part of it? It shouldn't hurt their feelings to ask, you know what I mean? Huh? Hey, little me, what are you gonna do if they ever take your son from you and tell you he's a girl? What are you gonna do then, huh, bud? Go run around on YouTube asking for help? What if everybody ignores you? Their social credit score depends upon it. Huh? You think your people will have your back if there's nothing in it for them? Get something taken away. I can tell you the answer, bud. I can prove it. You think these people like you. They don't. I love you, little me. I want your soul to be saved. You don't get that. You're not very unlike you. I will die for my kids. Hey, bud, I've often said I will probably die for this, and this is to get my kids to God, to show them to fucking be a man and stand up for something, you fucking loser. Hey, little me, you keep saying I'm mentally ill, bud. I say I work for God. Hey, let me know where you shouldn't be working for God. Isn't that a mental illness you should want? Isn't that the one that'll get you to heaven, dude? I don't get it. Like, what? I'm no better than you, little me. I just act better. I want the best for you, little me. You like living in this piss hand. You hate your, I hate my wife. Is your issue there, little me? What's your thoughts on leg day, bud? Running around, fucking talking about everybody's women, huh? What's your thoughts on that? Can we get something done about that, Sheriff? Please, that's on leg day. Uh, you thinking I'm crazy, bud. Keep hoping and praying. Keep those prayers going, little me. And well, your life might not end up so happily. Listen, bud. I fucking like if there's anybody out there who should fucking question themselves after the amount of talk we've had with one another. It should be you, bud. You never want to answer the questions because if you did, then you'd have to admit you're a fool. But hey, it's okay. You ignore whatever you want, little B. You just let that big bad world come right into your life and think that you're a hero because you're a complier. And you're gonna teach your children to be compliers. 'Cause you're a little bitch, and I don't want that for your children. I want them to be big and strong and know their own power and have their own dreams, but you wanna take their dreams away from them. You won't even protect your daughter's dreams from a fucking boy, bud. Like, you got a malfunction in your head, and I don't think you realize it. You got some real mental problems, bud. You're the one with the mental disease. I know what's going on. You don't. You live in a fantasy world where everything's alright. If I see someone that's gonna fight for my children, that is the person I wanna get rid of. Alright, keep dreaming, sweetheart. Alright, I gotta go. Hey!